Cavalla is a super rare rarity submarine from the Eagle Union, and is a part of the Gacha class of submarines. She originally was only available from the Ashen Simulacrum event shop, but is now only available from the Ashen Simulacrum event in the War Archives, specifically drops from stage B3, D3, and as a 60-run reward. Cavalla was launched from the Electric Boat Company shipyard on the 14th of November 1943, commissioned on the 29th of February 1944, decommissioned on the 16th of March 1946, recommissioned on the 10th of April 1951, decommed again on the 3rd of September 1952, reclassified to a hunter-killer sub on the 18th of February 1953, recommed again on the 15th of July 1953, reclassified again to an attack sub on the 15th of August 1959, reclassed for a third time to an auxiliary sub on the 1st of July 1963, decommed again on the 3rd of June 1968, and was made a museum ship in Galveston, Texas on the 21st of January 1971. Cavalla did the usual tasks an American sub did in the Second World War. Here are her more interesting exploits. Sank the IJN carrier, Shokaku, with 4 torpedoes. She was minorly damaged by IJN destroyer Yurikaze's depth charges, which were launched after the sinking. Sank IJN destroyer Shimosuke on the 25th of November 1944. Escorted the damaged HMS Terrapin on the 21st of May 1945. And became a museum ship alongside USS Stewart in Seawolf Park, Galveston, Texas. Inner character art drawn by Zeba01, Cavalla wears a white and black swimsuit with a blue star outline, goggles and snorkel on top of her head, a red belt with white X's and a holster on it, an arm warmer with black and blue pattern, and a wrist floater. Her rigging consists of a submarine hull that she sits on with 2 handles to the front of it, a deck gun she holds in her hand, 4 torpedoes flying around her, and a manju popping out of the front of the sub hull. In her voice lines voiced by Yurika Kubo, who also voices Hanayo Koizumi in Love Live, Loki in Danmachi, Echo Turbine in Iron Blood Orphans, Rin Shiritoko in High School Fleet, Kikyo Kushida in Classroom of the Elite, Yuri in Girls Last Tour, Kade Azuzagawa in Bunny Girl Senpai, Hina in Hokkaido Gals, Neko Yamada in Nokotan, Croissant in Arc Knights, Shishido Izumi in Blue Archive, Noir in Nikkei, and Kachina in Genshin. Cavalla is very confident in her abilities.
ユニオンの潜水艦カバラ艦隊のために戦艦を持ってくるから待ってて指揮官私初パトロールでチャンスを見つけて空母を沈めたんだ結構ピンチもあったから別に楽なんかじゃなかったよまあ全部乗り越えたけどねこの話に興味があったら今度教えてあげる勝利はカバラのおかげ指揮官潜水艦の活躍が必要になったらカバラに声をかけて
At level 125 with max affinity and enhancements, Cavalla has 1,945 HP, 66 firepower, 531 torpedo, 94 reload, 43 evasion, light armor, 16 speed, 197 accuracy, 78 luck, consumes 7 oil, has 243 oxygen, 2 ammo, and her range looks like this. Cavalla has 2 skills which focus on supporting other subs and damage against carriers. Cavalla's first skill, Guardian Pisces, at level 10, makes it so that allied submarines and submarine carriers take minus 15% damage and heal for 8% of their max HP when retreating from battle. Her second skill, Double the Gato, at level 10, increases Cavalla's damage dealt against light and normal carriers by plus 20%. When surfacing due to running out of oxygen, and when leaving the battle, Cavalla fires a torpedo barrage. If Cavalla is sortied with any version of Albacore, this barrage gets plus 15% damage. The recommended equipment for Cavalla are two G7E acoustic homing submarine torpedoes due to their strong homing capability, a twin 100mm Type 98 high-angle gun, which increases her damage in support mode and can break shields, an improved snorkel, which allows her to stay underwater for longer, the pressure-resistant hull design, which improves accuracy, and a dagger for more evasion, accuracy, and a higher crit rate. For a submarine, Cavalla is a good supporter sub for others in her wolf pack, primarily US subs. This is due to her S1 reducing the damage that others, and presumably herself, take, not to mention the healing capabilities of it. Her S2's damage buff against carriers is useful given the amount of damage they can lay down with their airstrikes and their relative weakness against torpedoes. To get the full extent of that damage from her S2, you'll need to sortie her with Albacore. Otherwise, you won't be getting that nice extra plus 15% damage on the 2 torpedo barrages she has. There's also the fact that the healing amount from her S1 is relatively low, only recovering 155 of her 1,945 HP. There is also the need to grind for her from drops on a War Archive stage, or, at minimum, completing a stage 60 times just to get her. She's not bad, but again, I personally see little use in subs. Medium-low priority to build. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Girls Frontline videos as well.